seconds. Nope, fine. Right. My good dog? Yes, you are. Yes, you are a good dog. Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Huh? You want a treat? Shit. Right. Oh, let's have a seat. Okay. Right. Just refresh the browser because it's gone back to doing that hosty bug thing. I'm pretty sure I'm live. I can see the chat moving. Good evening, everybody. Sorry, just bear with me just a moment. I'm just getting some refreshments in the form of a cup of coffee, some water, and some juice. Hang on just a moment. Oh. Yeah, I hope you're all okay. Hope you're having a lovely day so far. I'll be with you momentarily. Thank you, Mandalore. Thank you very much, Mandalore. Thank you, man. That's very kind. And before that, Lord Jules and Aja. Sorry, Aja? Yeah, Aja. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Right. Okay. Coffee at night. Well, I just need a little bit more energy. The big schnoz. Oh crap! Poured into like a really old glass. It's quite dirty. Never mind. Different one. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you very much, Frankie. Right. Okay, so, yes, apologies. Right, yeah. So, insofar as today is concerned, this is the first stream so far. Today I've been quite busy actually. I was doing quite a lot of like tax stuff, like paperwork and other sort of like bank like statements that had to have need to be properly stored and expenses properly tracked. I am absolutely terrible at doing that. I don't know how other people are with finances, but I just kind of freeze up like a deer in headlights. I'm absolutely useless. So inevitably, I end up putting it off. I'm supposed to do it once a month, but it's like, I'll do it like next week, then next week, and then So I had to sit there and like work out where I am in terms of like what are my expenses, on March, April, and May. That sort of thing, and that's what I was doing this afternoon. So then I sat about. Well, I took the dog for a walk, and she rolled in poo. Then I had to give her a bath, and then I got back, and I was just hanging out in the TeamSpeak alongside my ZF friends, and we just had a good chatter about stuff, and we bitched about EA and all that normal stuff. Yeah, for like an hour and a bit. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just hi there, Gorty. Good evening, Gorty. Sorry, just stirring this coffee. So yeah, it's been busy. It's been a busy day today. But yeah, the weather's been lovely down here in the UK. Just been lovely sunshine with a nice cool breeze. Yeah, so things here are good this weekend. Just to start where I often start, insofar as YouTube is concerned, it is the weekend on the end of the 7th week of work on the latest video, which is Armour Bullshittery Part 9. It normally takes me about 4 weeks to do a 10-minute video, therefore it is the 7th week, because the video that I'm currently working on is 21 minutes long. Not only is it much longer than a typical bullshittery, it's 2 bullshitteries effectively. It is also much more complicated, owing to the fact that Armour's stream rate is often Armour's frame rate is often extremely inconsistent, which requires a lot of keyframing up front in order to maintain the illusion of the text being attached to the person who is talking. In addition, there is also like a jingle and some art that I've commissioned, and so it's just a bigger video with lots of movement, lots of moving parts, is what I'm saying. But it's approaching completion, but you'd hope so by week 7. Yeah, I'm just trying to put it together and polish what's here, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll release it and you'll like it, and yeah, I hope you like it. Thank you, QSK Hat Trick. Thank you very much. That's very generous. And of course, Twitch subs and patrons will receive early access to it by several days, with my sincere thanks, since you are, financing the thing. And yeah, and I am also going to give you more updates and behind the scenes stuff, and all the regular stuff that you normally get in your email notifications to show you what's going on, to keep you well informed. Thank you, Hannibal. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Right, okay. That's enough yakety yak about not Warhammer stuff. Warhammer. Welcome. So, here we are. Thank you, Peely. Thank you, man. We are here in the South Badlands, which is this desert area here. If I just bring up the map, I can show you. So can you see, if I just trace with my cursor, this is the whole world map here, right? We are in the far south, the Badlands, basically the home of the Greenskin savages that are, well, the Orcish races. Thank you, Fenris and Doogie. That's very generous. Thank you both. Thank you. We are the yellow territories here. We are the Greenskins, the sort of united faction under a very powerful orc war boss called Grimgor Ironhide, who is our faction leader. Thank you, Big Native. Thank you, Big. With us, we also have an allied orc war boss. What's his name anyway? Morglum Backstabber, who is of the Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits. Together, we have pretty much occupied most of the Badlands, particularly the mountainous region to its east side. The sort of tundra, not tundra, that's the wrong word, the sort of open desert areas to the far west of the Badlands are still mostly under control of either opposing orc tribes or the Dawi, the dwarves, who have basically sallied south from their mountains to take over a good section of the western Badlands from the native orcs who were there before. So, this is where we are now. We have successfully defeated 2 of the dwarven armies of the 3 that assailed the Badlands, and the third one is sort of milling about in the middle of the desert here, suffering from attrition due to damaged supply lines and, well, the fact that it's a desert. So, what we need to do now is we need to mobilize our forces, move west, push the dwarves out of what is typically a greenskin homeland, if the Greenskins can have what you would consider to be a homeland, and then push north and try to destroy the dwarves. So as you can see here, there's multiple ruins. This is mostly my doing. We have burnt out quite a bit of the dwarf holds whilst they were milling about down here. But nevertheless, we need to make sure that their advantage to the west does not allow them to regroup and strike at us again. So, without further ado, Grimgor, his main army. Now, Grimgor recently suffered quite a few losses at Barak Var, this dwarf hold that we burnt out. It's going to take us a few turns before we are properly replenished. In addition, this army is not the toughest one, so I should probably not throw this directly at Grimgor. Grimgor, Thorgrim, even, the main dwarven faction leader, who is the head of the army to the south. Why am I British? Because I have a British passport, and I'm a British citizen. Right, so Grimgor, you're in raiding mode right now, but don't you have movement points? I think you do, don't you? Yeah, I can move you. I'm going to make you move over here so that I can have you hit the stone mine tower. So in allied territory, we'll regenerate. So yes, we are replenishing. And on the next turn, you'll be able to hit the stone mine tower and either take it over or eliminate it. Yes, Traps, I am using a few mods. The Take Over Everything mod to turn Total War to how it should be. There's also a UI mod and something else. Yeah. Right. Okay, so my other two armies. The Goblin General, Fellfire, the Big General Admiral.
Not in my name.
Hang on a minute.
Who should we take?
I should have him go with Dragoner the Disappointed, again, to eliminate Thorgrim. This is Thorgrim's movement range, though I'm not entirely sure what direction he's going to go in.
The tribe's ready.
Okay. How can we get these two armies united as quickly as possible? We probably can't.
This is not in the Damas.
So he's in marching formation, which is why he's moving much faster. Let's have Fellfire the... Right, Fellfire, move over here. I'm going to be a cheeky bastard and save it before I fuck something up. Grimgor seems to need nothing more than a base level unit to succeed. Well, he won't succeed forever with that Cripples, obviously. Right, so Fellfire move there. Dragoner move here.
This magic is real.
Hang on. Actually, move to fart in your gob
Don't push me.
to protect it.
I'm special.
Okay. Quebec the Pooh covered, my agent.
No grudge bearer would
Their
do
army
this.
is on guard for the next 4 turns, so any move he makes will be ineffective. There's a Dwarf Lord here. Could you perhaps assassinate that Dwarf Lord? 52% chance to succeed, and it will cost me 481 gold. So Quebec the Pooh covered of Specsavers attempt to assassinate. He succeeded. His target has been wounded. Dron Stromgarm has been wounded. So a general has been knocked out. But more importantly, it's experience for Quebec the Pooh covered. I could attack the South Army like I did last time, and yes, indeed. Yeah, we need to attack the South Army. Yeah, we need to. Thank you, Brand. Thank you very much, Brand. Okay, now with the 2,256 units of gold that I have, what can we do insofar as upgrades? Naglarok could get a couple of things. What about the Southern Badlands? Where are they? Or the Eastern Badlands, even? Yes, we do have quite a bit of... yeah, we need to do quite a bit of, well, general upkeep. So in Fart in Your Gob over here, let's build a pile of shiny stuff. Thank you, Celso. Thank you very much, Celso. Thank you, man. Okay, and in Crooked Fang Fort, also down here, let's build a pile of shiny stuff. So the piles of shiny stuff are basically just hoards. They're basically just large piles of treasure that the Greenskins accumulate and deem to have worth. Could be anything. Could be any old shiny knickknack. Could be completely worthless insofar as the civilized societies are concerned, but to a greenskin, that kind of doesn't matter. If a greenskin judges it to have value, then it does. Okay. Hi there, Kays. Welcome, Kays. You will be disappointed, I can assure you. Just like my exes. Right. Okay, that's everything we can do in this turn. End the turn. Okay, so Thorgrim is moving south. He didn't go far. Oh, he's right. He's raiding. Thorgrim is attempting to raid our territory around Farting Your Gob in order to reduce the amount of income we receive, and also get income from the Dawi. Right. We have an emissary from the top-knot savage orc tribes to the south. They would like a full-scale military alliance. They are the enemies with the border princes, the Humies to the north up here. Thank you, Mr. Tea Time. I'm going to decline this simply because their strength rating is very low. They are savage orcs. They are not on the border. Oh, no, stand by. Ah, I tell a lie. Sorry, they are. Oh, no, wait. Are they? Sort of, maybe. They're sort of associated vaguely with them. There's a big river in the way. Okay, I'm not willing to go to a fresh war, even though I'm a greenskin, in the name of a bunch of savage, sun-bait weird ones out in the fucking desert, basically. So I'm going to decline the offer of a military alliance for the minute. We're still friends. Stunties, yes, of course, Tanny, stunties. Hang on a second. What do you want, honey bunny? The dog is sitting at my feet, looking up at me with giant, wide, saucer plate eyes. What's wrong, my darling? Do you want attention? Do you want some attention? Oh, honey, hang on a minute. You want to sit on my lap? Right, if you sit on my lap, you've got to behave. You going to sit on my lap? Yeah. Good cat. Hang on. Good cat. Oh, my God, cat. Oh, you smell nice. She's nice and clean. She's had a good bath. No, that's my coffee. Don't you drink that. Good cat. Oh, right, yes, you sit peacefully there. There's a good... You do smell nice. You smell flowery. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. All of her fur is... Wait, what? Sorry, I just went to stroke her and a whole load of fur just... It's dried fur. It's just like lint. Oh, God, I've got fur all over me now. Whoa. Hang on a second. So I'm just going to get a brush. Bear with me. Hang on. Go down, honey. Good girl. I'm just going to give you a brushy. Like, she's got loads of fur all over her. Like a big clump of fur. Hang on. She's molting. Hang on. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Come on. Give you a good brush. Give you a good brush. Who's your good girl? You love the brushy. Right, stay. Good girl. Yeah. There we go. Let's get all that fluff. Who's your good girl? Yes. Yes, you are. There we go. Yeah, it's just fluff. Sorry, just give me a second. Loads of fluff, honey. Good girl. You love the brushy. You do love the brushy. Blimey, it's like a huge clump of dried fur just came off. Right, come here. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Up we go. Oopsie. Good girl. Right. Yes. You molting your fur? You silly sausage. Who's your good girl? Yes. Yes, there's a microphone. What? Look, what's this? What's this? Lily, what's that? Is that a microphone? What's that? Yes. Thank you, Otrol for Dron. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Yes. Good guess. You look in the microphone. She's licking the pop filter of the microphone. Good cat. You silly sausage. Right, okay. Yeah, you just sit peacefully on my lap. And, right, okay, so what was I doing? Hostile hero activities. So that's the Dwarven Thane down here has hit it's hit Fart in your gob in order to damage some of the buildings. Thank you, Avenger. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Okay, the lads were wondering which of the gods to shout first into Warcry. Some of the boys want to shout Mork because he's brutally cunning, while the others want to start with Gork because he's cunningly brutal. I think we'll go with so it's either fightiness for +5 for 6 turns or +6 for 5 turns. We'll go with Mork, I think. Mork's the best. Enough said. Okay. 3 enemy armies are raiding us currently. Thank you, JJP. Thank you very much, JJP. Probably should say that now that you're not a dog person. No, but she's cute. She's very cute. She's currently licking my hand. Hang on. Sorry, T1G Brown. It was the chat was quite quick there. Sorry about that. Hang on. Right, so Thorgrim and his army are currently raiding that location. Interesting. Felfire can reach him in a marching pace. I wonder if Quebec can reach him. No. Thank you, Black Eagle. Thank you very much, Black Eagle. Hang on. Right, have Felfire the big General Admiral move here.
This way.
and have Dragoner the Disappointed. What's their maximum range? Hang on. Have Dragoner the Disappointed go here.
Yeah. I'm the boss.
Okay, let's see what he does. He might strike far in your gob, but that's within my best interest, frankly. Right, so Thorgrim's army is currently it's currently raiding for cash. Right. Good girl, Lulu. Good girl. She's just licking my mouse hand. Good girl. Yes. Okay, what's the next move? Let's go over to Grimgor. Okay, can Grimgor... So Grimgor can strike Stone Mine Tower. Its garrison is minimal. Should be straightforward to deal with. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Duck. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Okay, so just go for it then, Grimgor. Okay, so yeah, we can easily crush the garrison here against this, against the lake, against the water. So auto resolve. Hang on, careful, Lulu. She's knocking my cursor. Hang on. Okay, no, there we go. Auto resolve. Right, decisive victory. The garrison has been overpowered. Please occupy the settlement. Okay. We've taken over the Stone Mine Tower. It's now ours, but we're going to rename it. Grimgor has a skill point. Good. We can finally access the War abilities. So, thank you, the CB. Thank you, the CB. Thank you. So the War boss lifts his head and unleashes a mighty War. The boys echo this terrifying roar as the entire Greenskin horde surges towards the enemy. And this gives a 25-second duration plus 58 melee attack aura to all the allies within Grimgor's range, which is pretty massive. So this is a big attack bonus for a full 25 seconds. It's awesome, and it will be available every 90 seconds. So yeah, War, big time. A War is basically a cross between a Greenskin crusade and a pub crawl, really. Okay, so in terms of this place we've captured, it's on the Western Badlands. Will be the first of all... Well, I'm going to capture all of these eventually. So the dwarves have 3 villages here. I've just taken one of them. Thank you, illegitimate Asian. Thank you very much, dude. I need a volunteer to have this settlement named after them. Mods, could we pop it into sub-only mode, if you please? Thank you, Admiral. Thank you. Do I have any volunteers? I'll go with a Twitch sub just for this one, just because. Do patrons for the next one, but just for now... Just because it's hard to get to the whispers. Thank you, Mega Monster Ninja. Thank you very much, dude. Any volunteers? Right. Okay. Thank you, Mayshon. Thank you, Mayshon. Thank you, man. And thank you, Mine Narak and Squirrel Feral. Thank you both. Oh, God. Ludo is really molting. Hello, honey. Okay, let's go with... just reading through the list. Thank you, Voxstick. Thank you. Thank you, Fear of War. Let's go with, hang on. Hard to type. So it's going to be Seaman Seaman Waltz. But how can we really... So it's a port against the... Well, it's a tower originally, but it's a port against this sort of inlet here. So what can we do with this to make it sound like a settlement? We could just do like Seaman Port or something. Like, you know, any... Yes, Seaman Port, Seaman Bay... Seaman Walt Harbour, Seaman Landing. Thank you, Raven Fury. Thank you very much. Oh, Lulu has hit the... Lulu, you hit the enter key. No, Lulu's licked the enter key. Honey, you just ended my turn. Lulu, you've got me attacked. What have you done? What have you done, honey bunny? she's sort of squirming in my... She was licking the numpad when I wasn't paying attention. You cheeky little minx. You're a cheeky little minx. Yes. Did you get me in trouble? Did you get me in trouble? Yes, you did. You got me in trouble. Are you trying to play for me? Is that it? Huh? You're being a little backseat gamer, eh? Backseat general over here. Hmm? You can't even understand English. How can you possibly direct the troop movements of this incredibly powerful... Ah, fuck it, hang on. Right, okay, so... She's also, however, revealed an error in that I didn't put Dragoner and Felfire close enough so that their armies could mutually support each other. Therefore, the dwarves are attacking Dragoner the Disappointed alone. However, this force disposition isn't as bad as I thought. So just looking at what I've got, we've got a lot of Orc Biggins. Their army consists of Thorgrim himself, a lot of just basic dwarf warriors, a lot of crossbowmen. It's going to depend on the terrain. Thank you, Satan. Thank you very much, Satan. What sort of terrain are we talking about? Interesting for us. Look, if we can get our boys here, they'll have a swampland to contend with. Okay. So that'll slow them down. Not that that really helps us because we can't exactly hit them with range. Thank you, Buzzard. Thank you very much. And Skurzo. Thank you, Skurzo. Hello, darling. Who's your good dog? She's licking my chin. Who's your good dog? Not you today, little Miss Rolling in Poo. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go. So the dwarves, so we're just gonna let the dwarves march closer, and then we're just gonna bum rush them into melee and hope that Greenskin strength can overpower them. We do have trolls. We have sneaky skulkers, so goblins with their stabbers. Let's give it a bash. Let's see how we can. Let's see how we do. So obviously, if the dwarves keep us to range, they'll just be able to whittle us down. So we've just got to hope that they can't just kind of run in and start smashing. Okay, good gal. Yes, you are a good gal. Yes, you are. Okay, so the Winds of Magic, the coin in the center of the screen, is currently 18 out of 30. This is the base level of magic that you start with. We don't have any developed casters yet, so it shouldn't really matter. Can you hear Lulu licking? Yeah, sorry, she's Latty says, is it bad that I'm slightly gay for you? It's fine, Latty, so long as one says no homo at the beginning, everything is gravy. This is a well-known rule. Right, okay. So, looking at so I'm gonna just start the deployment with 18 Winds of Magic. So we could go from here, but again, the swamp doesn't give us a huge advantage because it just slows us as we advance towards the dwarves. So, all of the greenskins are instead to move to this hill. Okay. So I'm just going to sip this coffee. Hang on. Thank you, Nura1 love. Thank you, Nura1. Thank you. Oh, my desk is covered in hair now. Yeah? You were covering my flat in hair. She doesn't give a shit. She's just licking my arm. Why are you so fascinated by my arm? So, just briefly before I begin, yeah, the incident that happened this afternoon in the park with Lulu. Basically, she ran through the long grass. She stopped in the long grass. She looked down, and then she started rolling. She came back out of the long grass, covered in dog poo. She had basically found a great big patch of dog poo in order to have a good old roll, and then just sat there looking at me like as she was about to get a treat, like oh, I've done a good thing. It's like, oh, you little bitch. So yes, I had to then sort of herd her carefully back into the flat, and then sort of take her straight to the bathroom, where I sort of put the baby gate over the thing. I was like, you stay in there. Went to switch on the hot water, gave her a good bath. Yes. Did you have a bath? Could you roll in poo? Yes, you did. You smelly bitch. Yes. Yes, you did roll in poo. Yeah, don't look at me like that. Are you giving me lip? Are you giving me lip? You give me lip. Who's your good girl? Right. Why do I have baby gates? I've got like 3 baby gates just to segregate the hallway, the bedroom, and the main sort of like room. Though it's a 1-bedroom flat. Just so I can know where Lulu is, and I don't, just in case she gets in trouble. Right. Okay. So. Lulu's now sitting on my lap watching the screen. So here we go. We have Dragon of the Disappointed. Hello, Lulu. We also, oh, I see she smells the coffee on my breath. She's trying to lick my lips. We have Azrael, Edge, Kingster, Sharpie Knight, the Dark Bagel, Araxis, Riversun, Morale D, Kindness, and Tap and Parachute. Group 1, Orc Biggins. Basically, big, mature orcs. Big, mature orcs who have done a lot of fighting against other orcs. Therefore, they've stolen lots of teeth. They've stolen lots of armor. Well, they bought lots of armor with that teeth. Teeth, even. Thank you, Aoden. Thank you very much. We have Jokey Demon, Puzzle Plate, Dubadoo, Zombie Beef, Westy, and Tate Mars as Group 2. These are Sneaky Skulkers, Goblins, who have either bought or salvaged sharp stabbers capable of penetrating dwarven armor. Thank you, Scruff. Thank you, dude. And lastly, we have Raviliac, Clark, and Excel Gamer, Trolls. Wild, temperamental, and incredibly stupid. They basically charge towards the enemy and start smashing things with their clubs, unless they get distracted and sit down and drool, which is a not uncommon state of affairs when it comes to these beasts. Thank you, Not 395. Thank you, Not. Thank you, dude. Okay, 1 minute. Zombie Beef, I'd like to just move his group over here. These skulkers can be stealthed, you see, so they don't know they're there. I just want them to observe the dwarven maneuvers so I can see what's going on. Right. Start the battle. So there's the dwarfs. Now then, I would like to position ourselves so that the dwarves do not get direct line of sight on us. Hang on. Fuck. How do I discount him? There we go. Position yourselves accordingly. Good girl, Lulu. Lulu's now gone for just a sit down on my lap. Thank you, Rull. Thank you, man. Oh, stand by. The dwarves don't have a target to run towards. Let me just move the trolls up here. I need them to run in this direction. Money's tight. Would I recommend this game? Sort of, yes. If you're interested in getting into Total War, I recommend Medieval 2 Total War. It is considered by many to be the height of the franchise, and I believe is relatively cheap compared to this. This is pretty, it's cinematic, but it's very shallow in its mechanics and quite dumbed down. Oh. Okay, so that was a dwarven bolt, not bolt thrower, it's a catapult. Okay, move the trolls back, send somebody a bit more expendable, please. I'm sending Kingster and his a depleted biggin greenskin force. Whoa, that was a landing, fuck. Are we in range? Thank you, Shane. Thank you very much, Shane. Thank you. A grudge thrower, yeah. Okay, it was just a lucky shot. They haven't acquired a firing solution. Okay. Right, so as said, the dwarves have a lot of range. This could still go wrong because bear in mind we are fighting the faction leader of the dwarves, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, being carried into battle upon his throne with the Book of Grudges, an ancient relic-type book which records all of the wrongs committed against the Dowie race across the centuries. The dwarves do not forgive and they do not forget. Thank you, Mr. Rageman. Thank you very much, dude. As for us, we do not have such careful track of our histories. We don't give a shit. We just like to kick things in the head. Right, that's close enough. Any closer and they'll have a firing solution on us. Therefore, whole army, please begin your advance. We just need to get into melee with them quickly before they can bring all of their crossbows to bear. They'll get a good volley on us, that's for sure. Right, let's bring the other Skulker group in. Okay, here we go. Right, here comes the first. We're okay. Get up. Fuck, really? Right, crossbow volleys are landing. So I just need to micromanage a bit to get the charge bonuses. So that's a group of rangers. Okay, Dragoner, move in. Cast your fireball spell against Thorgrim himself. Orcs, orcs, orcs. In we go. Right, where are my trolls? There they are. Make sure we slam them directly into the melee. Don't waste them on the range. There we go. You hold, wait. Let the trolls go first. Right, so the trolls. Very good. Smash right into the back of the melee. Perfect. Lovely. Okay, so I just got to micromanage a bit. Now you guys can go in. So who's this? Morality, you go for that group. Take Mars, that group. Everyone else, that group. Okay. General, Felfire, move in. Skulkers, move in. Okay, General, you need to move over here with your aura because some greenskins are faltering. Right, what's this ability? Sneaky Stabbing. It's an augmentation on an ally, a single ally. Give it to one of our sneaky stabbers. Right, this one here, puzzle plate. You now have an upgrade to your armor piercing. Right, the trolls, I need to micromanage them. Send Revaliac, the Dwarf Slayer, against that group of rangers. Axel Gamer, you go here. Clark, the Viking, keep smashing them. Break their morale. Break the morale and make them flee. Okay, some greenskins are losing heart. Move back to the main formation. Get back into the aura. Quickly, get back into the aura before you lose the will to fight. Not good. Okay, our morale is faltering. This is the weakness of the greenskins. Okay, zombie beef, cast your smoke bombs and then move back. Shit, damn, Thorgrim himself has engaged the general. No! Fuck! Lulu, don't struggle in my lap now. Bad time, honey. Lulu, bad time. Sorry, bad time. Go on the floor. Good girl. Sorry, she was struggling. I couldn't even reach the controls. I just noticed almost too late that Dragoner the Disappointed was suffering in direct melee combat with Thorgrim Grudgebearer. No, we're losing morale all over the shop. Cast another fireball spell. Okay. They are just too well armored. Even the trolls are losing heart. Okay. I think we might have lost this battle. Not good. Okay. The problem was that I didn't get the ranges before they started firing. You're never going to get that. You're never going to get to the ranges before they start firing, dude. That's hopeless. That's a hopeless objective. No. I fell apart there because we do not have the morale. We get morale decays very, very quickly. This whole faction is very underpowered. Can we rally the situation? Probably not. Hang on. Get everyone together with the general and his aura. Yep, no cavalry either, but that's okay. That's not really the problem. Okay, pull Dragoner out. Nah, yeah, it's over. Okay. Fuck. Okay, a close defeat there, but at least we have the other army waiting in the wings. So give a save there. Needed cavalry to run down the archers. No, you don't. Cavalry would just get beaten down very quickly. The problem is not the approach. The problem is the faction. It's very, very not balanced against a very heavily armored group like the dwarves with their high morale and their high armor, and the fact that it was Thorgrim Grudgebearer himself. So yes, getting cavalry, they'll just get cut to pieces in 2 seconds because they're weak. Okay, no, it wasn't too bad, all things considered. We lost the gambler's armor. Okay, hang on. Pull out. It wasn't weakened armor. Oh no, can we get... No! Am I losing the whole army? Shit. I guess we lose the whole army. That sucks. And we lost Dragoner the Disappointed. That sucks. Sucks indeed. Okay. That really sucks. The whole army's now KIA. Bollocks. Thank you, Bacon Bender. Thank you very much, Bacon. Okay. Well, it happens. Oh, hang on. Okay. Failfire should be able to get in there and finish them. So let's move him. Hang on, so let's just go have a look at the roster. So beneath the stream there's a battle roster which shows who fell and where. So let me just bring it open. Okay, so I'll update, I'll move it properly into position later, but so Dragoner the Disappointed was lost alongside Azrael, GT, Edge, Kingster. Sharp Knight, The Dark Bagel, Araxis, Riverson, Moraldi, Kindness, Tap and Parachute, Jokey Demon, Puzzle Plate, Dubadoo, Zombie Beef, Raliak the Dwarf Slayer, Clark the Viking, Axel Gamer, Westy, Tate Mars. Wait, sorry, I've doubled up there. Revaliak the Dwarf Slayer, Clark and Axel. Okay, I've got them screwed up. Just delete those. Okay. Right, so they were killed in action against Thorgrim. Grudge Bearer on the fields south of, no, to the west of Fart in Yagob. Shit, that sucks. Oh dear. Thank you, Sazank. Thank you very much, dude. Can I get Black Orcs at the tech level? No, not my current tech level.
I'm the boss.
Okay, can we have Fellfire engage this group, or will they just retreat? Ah, cowards. They're just going to retreat. Okay. Just get as close as we can. As close as we can. And then hopefully we'll be able to chase him and eliminate him. Okay, so... Sorry, Seaman Wall 2! That's what Lulu named that. Okay, but we lost the army through my own bad positioning as well. I wasn't supposed to be fighting them one-on-one. Thank you, Jesus with a gun. Thank you, Jesus. And Corner. Thank you, Corner. Shit. Okay. Right, so... Seaman... We'll call it Seaman Port for the minute. No, we'll call it... Yeah, I like that, actually. So, Seaman Waltz on Sea. Seaman Walt on Sea. We'll go with that for the minute. Right, I need to replace that army that was just lost. Thorgrim, you need to march against that dwarf hole before they're properly ready. So move here. Thank you, CTP. Oh my god, thank you, dude. When you get there, can you... No. No, just keep moving. Yeah, we just need to eliminate the dwarfs before they can get this area properly locked down. Okay. Sea water port. Sea... Nah. Okay. Right, back at my crack. Let's, we need to recruit another lord, don't we? Definitely. Although, do we need to do it right now? Well... I mean, the money that we're getting per turn, we can invest into infrastructure. Let's just wait a couple of turns, rather than get another army immediately. I beg your pardon? Interesting. The Bloody Hands are making a push against us over at the Death Gorge. Did not expect that. The Bloody Hands are a weakened savage orc tribe. Experience.
No.
Experienced indeed, including their faction leader. Okay. So they're going to... They're making a territory grab against us over here. Although it looks more like they're fleeing from a defeat rather than... Well, they're just raiding at the minute. Okay, well, we'll need to deal with them. Let me just open up the overall tactical situation. Right, so... 1-1... I see. Okay. So... What sort of recruitment military options do I have? Let's, so within the Death Gorge, it'd be nice if I could build like a garrison to strengthen this southern region. Tear down the boss tent, the boss hut, and we'll build one of those. Over in Gavingor. Wait. Oh no, wait. Upgrade Naglarok. Oh, that's for... Yeah. Okay, I'm going to upgrade the dwarf... Sorry, the Greenskin hold of Naglarok, which is the capital city of this southern province. This will give us more taxation... Well, the more extortion money that we're getting off the gobbos and the orcs who are holding out on us by tightening our control over the local region. Upgrade from a heap of shiny stuff to a horde, so da horde. A horde is not just a heap, but multiple piles of shiny things, which will generate income at 400 gold per turn. Okay, and we have a 1,181. Replace the boss hut over in Gavingor, which is this settlement over here. Right, so while we're here briefly, there's just a few more settlements which need to get named. Mod, sorry, could we pop it back into sub-only mode? So we've got Seaman Walt on Sea. So these two, Dok Haraz and Barag de Dawazbag, these two villages here on the south side of Barak Var need to be named. And 1, 2. So these two. So it's just villages for the minute. So I'll go with 2 patrons and 2 Twitch subs. Hang on. I'll just pen and paper. Thank you, random player. Sorry, if you're a patron, you have to whisper me the password by going /w SovietWomble and then sending me the password that's on Patreon, so I know that you're a patron. Hang on. Okay, Luke. No, don't eat that. Good girl. She's sitting at my feet again, wanting attention. Just give her a treat. Bribe her with treats to get her to fuck off is probably not the best way to train your dog. Thank you, Senoff. Thank you very much, Steve. That's very kind. Right, I'm just gonna pick some names. Apologies if I disappoint people. Story of my life. Hang on. So, Crash. Okay. I have 1 patron. And any more patrons? I've just got the one that's whispered me. Oh no, second one. Okay, see you, Hectus. Thank you very much, Hectus. Right, and then the 2 Twitch subs. Let's go for. Sorry, for those not familiar, this is just a fun way of personalising the playthrough a little bit, rather than just calling it the default lore names. We customise things, and it's just more fun to say the settlement of Bacon Bender or something. Yeah, hang on. Bacon Bender. Bacon Bender will be 1. And thank you, Zidark Star. Ooh, okay. Zidark Stars. Right, cool. There we go. There's our 4. Thank you, guys. So, and also if you could just help me come up with creative names. So we'll just go up here to these 2 settlements. So this is Barak Var. They are, sorry. So these are 2 villages, civilian villages that were on the south side of this dwarf hold. I assume formerly a human kingdom, but now, of course, obviously Greenskin. So this one here will be called, Patron Crash Burn Maim. And this one over here will be Hectus. Hectus, is that the full name? Hectus. Oh no, it's Hectus Erectus. Okay, so any ideas on Crash Burn Maim and Hectus Erectus? How can we make this sound greenskinny? So these are now, like Crash Burn Maim. I mean, sounds obviously quite greenskinny to start with, isn't it? Like Crash Burn Hovel, Crash Burn Your Mum, Crash Burn Thing, Crash Burn Place. Crashburn Abode. That's where the posh orcs live. Crashburn Dakar. That's not bad. Crashburn Arena. That's a good suggestion. Hang on. So you're like a combat arena. We haven't had that idea yet. Like an area that the Greenskins go to have a good fight. Although I'd argue that the Greenskins go everywhere to have a good fight. They're Greenskins. Where they go, there tends to be fighting. Crash Burn War. Oh, good. Yes, that's good. That's good. Hang on. Crash. Good suggestion. Melancholic. Crash. Yeah. Crash Burn. Already done, Toby. I've already installed a mod that does just that. Okay. Crash Burns. Yeah, Crash Burns Arena. Yeah, Crash Burns Arena. Or it would be Warena. Crash Burns Arena. Crash Burns Arena. Ah, fuck it. Arena, it's fine. Cool, there we go. Crash Burns Arena. Pretend there's just a war boss there called Crash Burns. In fact, pretend, just for the sake of roleplay, that each of the names is the name of whatever gobbo has taken over. Hectus Erectus over here. What can we call this? Hectus Erection? No, it's too obvious. Hectus Rectus? Hectus Rec? Hectus... How can we make it orky? Fort Erection? Hecka says Quebec. Hecka Warection? Hectus Rectum? Leave it, do you reckon? Says Sir Dutch Bag. No, I think Hectus Rectus is alright, isn't it? Yeah. Hectus Rectus. Although I will just tweak it. Hang on. Hectus Rectus. Hectus Rectus. Right, cool. Let's go. Yeah, moving on. Cool. So, I hope you... Yeah, send me a message if you're not happy, guys. I can tweak things to your, how you want it. Right, hang on. Back off. I'm just going to switch through the whispers. Oh, Crashburn says... nothing. Hang on. Okay. Right, and then down south, I'll just do this quite quickly. So this dwarf hole next to Naglarok, kind of isolated and safe for the minute, so hopefully nothing bad happens. This one is going to be... Thank you, Morton. Thank you very much. So this one is Bacon Bender. And the other one is going to... So over at Death Gorge is going to be... Yep. Zidak Stars. Is it Zidak? Yeah, Zidak Stars. So, any suggestions? Bacon Bender and Zidak Stars? How can I make those... Oops, I didn't spell stars properly. How can I make those green skinny? Bacon Blender. Bacon Blender, there's one suggestion. Bacon Render. Bacon Gender Bender. Bacon Bender into rocks. Bacon Spit Roast. Right. Bacon Bender. Yeah. Bacon Bender. Suggestion from Crobon there. Bacon Basher. I like but Bacon Bender. I think that's good. Bacon Bender over here. And then this one, Zidak Stars. What can we do with that? How can we orcify that? Zidak Stars Pit. Zidak Stabs. Zidak Shiny Sky Thing. Yeah, Star. Star. They wouldn't call it Star. Zidak Star, yeah. Zidak Star Thing. Yeah, Zidak Star Thing. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, so let's say it's the set. Well, this is like the / holy area for the Greenskin. This is like where their shamans operate. So yeah, like it's the site from which like a Greenskin like saw stars or something. Like it's called it. Yeah, don't know what to call it. Like something in the sky. It's a big Zidak Star Thing. Because his name was Zidak and he got to name it or something. Yeah, all right then. Aratomys6, thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. So, in the province of Naglarok, the associated, camps of Bacon Bender, Gavingor, and Zidak Star Thing, which are about to get hit by the What are they called? Yeah, the Bloody Hands, a group of savage orcs who appear to be fleeing a defeat over at the Top Knots guys, it seems. Thank you, Ryman. Thank you very much, dude. Okay, what else can I do? Grimgore can't move. Felfire, the big Admiral General, is pursuing the enemy. Quebec the Pooh covered. Can you do anything to... To be honest, I need intelligence. I need... Shut up. I need intel on what the dwarves are doing to the north. That's what I really need. So I'm going to send Quebec up here. I need to know if another army's coming, basically. Okay. Zai, what's the next video about? The next YouTube video? I'm afraid I've decided to quit YouTube in order to pursue my dream career, which will be... The dream career that I've wanted to do my entire life. Edit. Really? I randomly... Are you shitting me? I randomly clicked... Right, random job occupation generator. Editor. Motherfucker! So the exact same thing that I was trying to avoid doing, the random generated job thing has selected for me. I'm screenshotting that. I'm not even lying. That is bullshit. Now I've got no fucking excuse. I'm screenshotting that shit. Hang on. So no one's gonna believe me if I don't. Fuck! God fucking damn it. Hang on, screenshotting. Save. Fuck! Fine, okay, so I'm an editor. So I guess the next YouTube video is gonna be soon. God damn it, what other options are there? Hang on. Construction worker, and anesthesiologist, animal breeder, market trader, artist, manicurist, psychiatrist, chimney sweep, auctioneer, veterinary surgeon, bricklayer, fundraiser, leaflet distributor, coroner, criminal, road sweeper, psychiatrist, landscape gardener, lifeguard, data processor. Of all of these potentials, presumably among tens of thousands, it selects my exact fucking job. Thank you, Perry. Thank you very much, Perry. Yeah, wait, what? Sorry, why is generate a career? Why is criminal one of them? That's weird. Thank you, Shadow Warrior. Thank you very much. So, what did you grow up to be? Ah, criminal. Ah. Right, anyway, what's going on? Right, so let's just end the turn. Right, so what are the dwarfs going to do? Oh, no, Thorgrim's trying to escape. He's in marching formation. So he's probably going to outpace us, maybe. We'll see. Right, so the Bloody Hands tribe are advancing on Zidaz staffing. I want to stop Thorgrim. Critical failure. An enemy Thane belonging to the dwarves has utterly failed in their attempt to sabotage Felfire, the big General Admiral, and was wounded trying to make a clean getaway. Good job. A cloaked stranger from the misted shrouded lands of Albion approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but assures you that his intentions are good. We can let him pass through our lands in exchange for 3,000 gold, but we will receive chaos corruption, so he is clearly a chaos spy, or refuse this creature. Safeguard the provinces, but receive nothing. Refuse the creature. Chaos corruption is not worth that amount of money. Thank you, Hey Mike, thanks for the sub. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. Very generous. Okay. So, it seems that Thorgrim is not within striking range. We will have to pursue him. Can Quebec reach him? Maybe? Thank you, KDT Martin. Thank you very much, dude.
Not in my name.
Hang on.
Yes, boss.
56% chance to block the army if you can do it in this one turn. He can. Oh, he succeeded. Right. So Thorgrim is now much slower. So we can now catch up with him and engage him, hopefully. So, Felfire, pursue. We need to chase down and avenge Dragoner. Quebec also now has a skill point. Our goblin, our gobbo agent. So, let's put his skill point into... Okay, reduces vampiric and chaos corruption in the local province. Income from all buildings in the local region. We're going to go with reducing vampiric and chaos corruption, which is very useful. Did I? Shadow Warrior, Hey Mike, thanks for the sub. KDT Martin, Perry, Ice, and Ryman. Thank you very much, all of you, for subbing. That's very generous. Thank you. Very kind. Let's see what you did there. Okay. Right, so Grimgor, please move against the Bitterstone mine and eliminate it.
Orc's fist. Attack.
Okay. It's harder to defeat because there is, in fact... the Slayer King has returned. Shouldn't be too tricky, though. Yep, done it. Thank you, Ugsley and Break Blade. Thank you very much. Okay, occupy the settlement. What's this? So, yeah, Grimgor has got the trait Fighter, a melee attack and melee defense increase. Pretty much every Greenskin is a fighter. That's how they do. And a skill point. And we've taken over the mine, giving us a second location here in the Western Badlands. The capital appears to be here, which still belongs to the bloodied... What's it called? The Bloody Hand. Are they really sure they want to fight me? I mean... Right. I mean, you guys are really puny.
Who seeks the word of Wurzag, the great?
Oh, wait.
Prophet.
I don't want to upset the top knots down here. I'm in an alliance with them, or at least a defensive alliance, I think. Thank you, Cool Big Andy and Crazy Boy Cow. Thank you kindly. Thank you. I'm going to cancel that, actually. Yes, let's not wind up our allies for the moment. Alright, we'll just exterminate them the old-fashioned way.
Get off, kid.
Okay. So over at Zidak Starfing,
So cry off.
let's start building a garrison. So a goblin watchtower. It'll take 2 turns. I hope they're not going straight for us. We'll see. Right.
Who's the boss?
So with the cash that I'm currently generating, I'm just going to pour it into infrastructure for the minute to get as much cash as possible. So also, I wonder if we can do any big military upgrades back at my crack. Not yet, it appears. We require more money. No, we require the next, so tier 4 of the garrison back in my crack, which requires one more population surplus. Time until surplus 79. So the population isn't growing because one of the 2 villages, Carrick Dawn, has been destroyed and Iron Rock does not belong to us. So, that's going to be an issue that will need to get rectified. Over here, in the Desolation of Nagash, this section down here, we do have some buildings to upgrade, and therefore we shall. We probably don't need 3 boss tents, really? Truth be told. Goblin Tinkerer bench. At long last, then we can access the resource tree. The research tree. Yes, build it in Sergei's Delve over here. Also upgrade to a heap of shiny stuff instead of a pile. And same. Upgrade to a horde. Upgrade to level 4. What, in Sergei's Delve? We could do, couldn't we? Let's just get the research table first. We will, I just want to take some turns to upgrade the overall cache infrastructure. Thank you, the Quasom. Thank you, man. Thank you kindly. And also we have a skill point for Grimgor. So he's got his War ability now. So I do need to get him his decent gear upgrades. Never second best. Lord recruit rank +2 for all provinces. Speed increase. Okay, I'm going to keep upgrading his melee abilities just to make him very, very tough. So Wound Maker, so weapon strength up to up from +3 to +8%. Okay. So now that we've taken over this mine, we'll have to give it a name soon. I think that's the end of the turn. Okay. Right, the Bloody Hand. Okay, they're steadily advancing towards us, trying to raid Zidak Starfing's province. Thank you, Elysian. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, they're still raiding us. Felfire, the big General Admiral, has spawned a War to assist him against Thorgrim. So when the fightiness level of the boys reaches a certain size, they can spawn a War, an AI-controlled army that will assist. I don't believe...
Need help?
the AI army will be within sufficient range of Felfire. We'll give it a go. Regardless, I want Felfire to eliminate Thorgrim. Yep.
Get him!
Good. There we go. Right, so his army's not as weak as I would have expected. Thank you, Afro RPG. And our army is actually weaker than the one that Dragoner lost against this same group. That surprises me. Would have thought they would have easily been able to handle. But then again, we are fresh. We are indeed fresh. And we have a level 10 Lord instead of a level 2 or something. I'm going to give it another tentative go. Okay. Serious question. In OBS, do I keep my editor resolution same as the output resolution? Yes. Yes, indeed. Lassie. I don't downscale it. You regained units somehow despite the attrition. Yeah. Okay, slightly different map this time. Again, nothing fancy. We're just going to bum rush them as fast as possible. The dog is making the most horrendous smells. Ugh. Thank you, DM Highlander. Thank you, DM. Okay, so Felfire, the big Admiral General, straight in the middle. Behind him, 4th Shoopy, Dastra, DJ Squiddo, Forward into Hell, Beardy Mess, Apocalyptic Spock, Base Yong, Jung, Ern Armadillo, and TG1 Brown. Group 1, stay near the General's aura for the sake of the morale. Chieftain, John Word, Ducky DK, Pumbaa, Big Bear, and Acarus, Group 2. Roban, Decentrix, and Rook, Group 3. Okay. And we're just going to pretty much march straight towards them and get in there as fast as we can. I'm going to send all the trolls against Thorgrim in the hope that they can smash him down fast enough that he would either flee or die. And then hopefully that will cause them to break. So Thorgrim is, compared to many other heroes, is actually easier to kill because he cannot suffer from knockdowns, which at least stop the animations for attack. So Thorgrim will stay in one place and be beaten to death, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Planning on checking out Vermintide 2. We've played it, Red Raisin. I would characterize Vermintide as a game that's okay, but is critically flawed by its overhanded, heavy-handed even, loot box implementation. It ruins it, frankly, in my opinion. Completely ruins it. Right, okay, starting the battle. Yeah, such this wonderful, rich lore and attention to detail and you know, of a setting just completely overshadowed by its gamification elements. It's really bad. Like every single, you know, like you play. Okay, no, I will. Sorry, I'm going off on a rant. Sorry, I'm on my hobby horse. So Left 4 Dead, you play Left 4 Dead, and lots of people still do play Left 4 Dead regularly. You're moving through, you're clearing. At no point does loot come into the equation. You're sort of, you know, you're in the moment. You're fighting against the zombies, and it keeps you in the setting. It's all of the mechanics work towards this zombie apocalypse type thing. Thank you, Fnatic. Thank you. However, with Vermintide, it's about finding upgrade a bit. So, what is it? Upgrading your abilities as you advance through the trees via your levels. Finding, what is it? Like individual, like mobs can spawn like different things. Like, oh, there's a chest. Oh, we found like an orb which gives you an unlock back at the base. It is just. It is completely overshadowed. All of its mechanics are overshadowed by finding loot. And then, of course, when you finish the level, it's straight back in, and what's in front of you? A plinth. What's on the plinth? It's a shiny golden loot box that you must open for that dopamine hit. It's just completely. I'm struggling to find my words. Okay, right. I can give a better example. When we played Left 4 Dead, we played Left 4 Dead. We were moving through. We were playing it. Like, we were fighting our way to the hospital. It's a tank! Oh, no! When we played Vermintide 2, it was all... Loot there! Oh, there's a loot rat! Oh, loot there! When we got straight back to the base. Oh, what did you get? Oh, I won this. Oh, cool, what is it? It was all about the treasure. All about... I was so not immersed at all It was just so the superficial, this this surface level thing, like a mini game on top of the game itself, was made front and center in such a way that just completely ruined Vermintide. So yeah, it's ghastly. It's ghastly. Don't understand that point of view. That's fine, Varanay. I just think there's something more important when it comes to playing games than getting that quick dopamine hit out of a box. It is about immersion, about escapism, about trying to sort of bring your audience to a point, sort of like a rich sort of lore, and then sort of go, look at this, look at this amazing, look at the Warhammer lore, for Christ's sake. Showcase Warhammer lore. Don't just make it about next loot box, next loot box. So yeah, anyway, so Vermintide ruined, completely ruined. Strip out all of the gamification, strip out all of the loot boxes and the leveling system and the abilities that you want, all of the unlocks and all of that shite, and there is a good game. But I can't see it. It's hidden. Right, anyway, here we go. Sorry, that's enough of my rant. Right, the trolls need to be a bit careful because they're way too fast. That was my first rant of the evening. Cut me some slack, alright? But yeah. Vermintide is a travesty. Right, no, sorry, I'm not finished. Sorry. Feel free to get a refreshment. Right, so I would like to sort of point in contrast. Now, it's not right to really compare these two games because they are very different indeed. Divinity the RPG that we played recently with myself, Quebec, and Messiesi. They are very different because one is a sort of fast-paced Left 4 Dead shooter, and the other one is a sort of, well, it's an RPG. It's a slower pace with lots of talking. But at the same time, a lot of similarities. A hell of a lot of similarities. It's a 4-player co-op game in which you are playing in a world that is effectively... It's a sort of deep sort of apocalypse narrative. You know, there's a big tear in the world from which demons are pouring out, and you've got to be the one to try and stop it. Vermintide, the rat portal that's pouring out, nasties. There's loads of wonderful set dressing, and you just look around, and a huge amount of time has been spent trying to sort of bring the player into this big sort of lore environment, and also mechanically loot. You are physically collecting loot. You are collecting, in Divinity's case, gear to upgrade your character and abilities and stuff. However, Divinity never overshadowed its main sort of immersive sort of you're walking around Rivellon with loot. Like, there were no here's a loot box. When a quest window actually appears with you finished a quest, here you go. It doesn't actually appear for the whole party. It only appears for one. So it's not like it's not this thing where the whole party is just focused on finding the next upgrade. It delivers all of it keeps the player in Rivellon, not in a mini game on top of Rivellon, which stands in sharp contrast to Vermintide, which just has all of its wonderful lore and set dressing in the background as it just leads players by the nose to find the next loot box. And I will not remember playing Vermintide 2 in a few years from now. I will literally forget that I've ever played it. Divinity, however, I will probably remember for the next 30 years because it was wonderful. But yeah, sorry, that's not a very strong point I'm trying to make, because these games they are very different, but I'm just trying to say how Vermintide, both were 4-player co-op games, both featured a lot of upgrading of your gear. Divinity understood that it is a side thing that you put to one side. Vermintide put it right front and center so that you couldn't avoid it, even, if you didn't give a shit. So, yeah, it's Divinity's awesome. So if you haven't got Divinity, I strongly recommend. Anyway, blah blah blah, talky. That's it. That's my rank quota for this evening. Okay, so over on that right flank, T1G Brown is getting hammered. I'll need to move them in slightly, actually. Get closer in within the general's aura. Oh, watch it, trolls. Don't have the trolls get hit too much. Okay. Are the skulkers moving too quickly? Maybe, actually. Okay, so I just need to try and get the trolls. Oh, Christ. No, just don't get the skulkers hit. Okay, I'm making a pig zero of this, I'm afraid. I'm trying to make sure that the trolls go for Thorgrim. Okay, so the expendable orcs are charging. Skulkers go behind them. General in. Cast your fireball, General, while your line of sight is clear. Cast it. There we go. Fireball away on Thorgrim himself. Will it hit? Direct hit. Good. Right, get the trolls in against Thorgrim now. Here we go, here we go. Right, Apocalyptic Spot charge in there. That one group of boys go against those crossbows. Right, all the trolls go for Thorgrim. Okay, hang on. Try and get on the flank there. Just smash Thorgrim down. Get the jet right, so I need to keep the general aura close with everyone else, basically. Okay, let's see how we do. So all the trolls just try and beat down Thorgrim. If not kill, then at least break his morale. Okay, it's going a bit better this time. Just trying to watch the morale values. That'll be our weakness. Come on, just beat down Thorgrim. The trolls are getting hurt quite badly. Thorgrim is a level 10 faction leader, so make sure the general's aura is near those trolls. It's going not... No, they're not fleeing. They're just falling back to get a better hit on us. Wow, Thorgrim's got so much health. Got another fireball? Yes, we do. Cast it on this group of dwarves in front of you, please. Fellfire. Good. No, we're losing the trolls. Come on, you've almost got him. Okay, Accurus, can you bum rush Thorgrim? No, 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 bum rush those archers quickly. Guys, come on, you've got to keep them tied up. Come on, trolls, kill him. You've almost got him. Just slash him down. Knock him off his throne. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, guys. You can do it. Is Thorgrim breaking? Not yet. Okay, another fireball now. Where's the general? No. Thank you, Heroic. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Come on, slash down Thorgrim. Come on, Fellfire. It's not going well for us, I'm afraid. The dwarves are not breaking. Oh, we got him! Finally, we got Thorgrim. We downed him. Thank you, Varanay. Thank you very much, man. Okay, get back in the general's aura. Right, trolls, get back in there. Good, good. Right, the dwarves are suffering from serious morale trouble now. The grey bars beneath their health values, yeah, they're falling. We've got this, I think. Right, get your fireball on this group here, Fellfire. That should cause them to flee. Cast it now. It almost worked. Good charge to finish it off. We got this. It's ours. God, Thorgrim's army's tough. Okay, go for the remaining dwarf groups that still have morale. Thorgrim's down. We got him. He's been downed. Come on, get back in there, trolls. Another fireball. Good, there we go. That group's fleeing. It's over. It's over. We got it. Well done. We suffered a lot of casualties, but we did it. And we've eliminated Thorgrim himself, at least until he returns. Right, good. So the 3 dwarven armies that assailed our lands have been broken and turned away. So, yeah, looking good. Very good indeed. So, Greenskins will now fight amongst themselves for the spoils, effectively. They're going to sort of, well, the biggest orc will get first dibs, obviously. But the trolls will busy themselves eating the dead, and maybe some of the living. In fact, most of the Greenskins are probably going to sit down and eat. Oh, charming. Oh, did I not, Black Orc? Sorry, dude. Right, sweet. Pyrrhic victory. Yes, we did lose a lot of people. Thankfully, we can replenish them. Now, obviously, we've lost one of our armies. That'll need to get replaced. Our remaining armies are also weak and need upgrading. My fear is that the dwarves will be able to rally and come back for us by the time we finish getting ready. It's probably going to take us another 10 turns to restore ourselves to active fighting condition. Yes. Thank you, Varanay and Heroic and Yapsino, Ekchikis, Fanatic Crash, and DM Highlander. That's very generous of you all. Thank you. And Atota. Thank you very much, dude. You like the older D&D games? We had more or less 100% static loot. Well, yeah. It depends on the situation. Depends on what game mode. Well, you know. Okay, so as for the survivors, I would like... So please eat them. So eat the survivors in order to up our replenishment rate. We've gained a Berserker's Sword, which will give us a big charge bonus, which is nice. We should give that to somebody. Can we eliminate the survivors before they get to safety? Thank you, Kurdo. Thank you very much. We can. Can we do it without losing any regiments? Yes, we can. Again, please eat the dead. Very good. And Felfire now has a skill point. So please put that into... really... So we need one more point. So Lightning Strike. So this strategic tree option lets Felfire engage the enemy at dawn before they've rallied themselves, but also before their reinforcements, such as a nearby army, can be properly mobilized, allowing basically the army to face 1 instead of, well, potentially 2. It's a very powerful ability. Okay. Felfire's War. So the gobbos that are signed up to join. Could I please send you against... I'm going to send them against the bloody hands at Ekrund. Or anywhere. No, actually, is that wise? Send the War somewhere a bit tougher. Send them against the dwarves up here. Okay. So that AI army is now going to head off. Okay. We have a population surplus in the Blood River Valley over here at Crashburn's Arena and Hectus Rectus. Thank you, Intense and the Majestic Ferret and Creasy. Thank you, all of you. Please no cock-ups. Do you know who you're watching here? My whole career is a cock-up. Ah. Okay. Well, finger quotes, career. For a YouTuber. Oh, dear. Yeah, we do have a population surplus. Let's build a burrow at Hectus Rectus. Can we also build a garrison? Because I expect we're going to get hit by a dwarven army coming this way fairly soon. So at Crashburn Arena, build a goblin watchtower. Goblins have keener sight than orcs, so the scrawny gits generally man the watchtowers. Also, I seriously doubt the orcs would have the attention span necessary to man watches. Okay, so build one of those, which will up the garrison over at Crashburn's Arena. Now, Grimgor is ready to move his force. Move to the Dragonhorn Mine and take it over, please, Grimgor. Okay. Back at the Bitterstone Mine, we'll build a boss's tent to remind the miner underlings who's boss. We'll also build a pile of shiny stuff. Thank you, CJ1. Thank you, CJ. CJ. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Klinghan. Thank you, dude. Very generous of you all. Thank you. Okay. Name of the mod. Sorry, Spoonkiller. I don't know the name. Sorry. It's been too long. Yes, indeed. We should do Grimgor's mission at some point. Yes, you are right, indeed. Who said that? Sorry. Wait, who just said that? Oh, Blue Devil. Sorry, I lost your name. Even though your name is Blue Devil and your text is blue. Thank you, Brando and Fadza. Okay, so over at Deshinderhelm, can I build anything? Not really. Build a totem pole in Minty Chock Rock, which will up the growth rate of the entire province and therefore its population. And with bigger population means I can upgrade more villages, more slots, that sort of thing. Now I do very much need to. So the mutinous gits here, I either need to I need to confederate with them or eliminate them. One of the two. I'm not necessarily in a position to do that right now. Become vassal, low chance. I guess I can't confederate if I'm in an alliance with them, right? Okay. Not at the moment, Pablo. I'm just chilling out with a bit of Warhammer. Okay, so we'll have to deal with them at some point. Quebec the poo cupboard. Could I please have you move north? Because again, we need suitable intelligence on what the dwarves are doing, because they're not going to sit idle. Another army is probably already on its way. Right. Good. Keep expanding. Take over as much territory as we can. I don't have access to the tech tree just yet. 2 more turns. What does Confederate do? The faction effectively disbands, and all of its armies become yours. It falls under your control. Okay, so the Bloody Hands have hit the settlement of Zidak's Starfing. We have... So it's just one of their minor lords. Did we build a garrison here? Not sure, but we got we got Biggins. Can they take us? Well, I suppose... Ah, they got their own Biggins. Experienced ones. Fuck. Yeah, we can't take this. Alright. Well, shit. And it's a level 8 lord. Yeah. Right. So, they are, I'm going to assume, take it over. They need their territory. They've only got a couple of bits. I'm afraid, Rouge Phoenix, I've decided to quit YouTube entirely, so no more bullshitteries ever. I've decided to become a lorry driver, even though I cannot drive. Okay, and also not can't drive, but don't you need to be like a special license or something to drive a lorry? Don't you need additional training? So I'm going to be a really bad lorry driver. Okay, so settlement has been sacked, taking 5,478 bastards. Our allied War is moving north towards the dwarves. Thank you, Fakos. Thank you very much. Fuck you, Fakos. How dare you send me that message? I will hit you with a spoon. Okay. Right, Grimgor, please eliminate the Dragonhorn Mine. HGV license is its name so far. Okay, we can't... Really? It's got a defensive wall? Wow, okay. So they've built a garrison. They've built a defensive wall around the Dragonhorn Mine. Interesting. Is our army tough enough to take it on? Well, looks like it, yeah. Okay. Start building up some siege weapons anyway. Okay. Just build that and continue. We just need 1 turn because the trolls can smash down the gatehouse anyway. Okay. Did I kill the dwarf leader? I've wounded him. It's Stevox, but no doubt he is coming back. Let me just check the diplomatic situation. The dwarves are currently at war with just me and the top knots. They can't access. They can't get to the top knots, so they only have one way to go, and that's straight down here towards me. So, okay. I'm also going to start recruiting another dwarf lord, another greenskin lord. The reason being, there's a bunch of territories here that I would like to have, and I don't have any representatives to go up there and start occupying. So I'm going to build a fresh army to do just that. Thank you, Archaic. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. So, recruit a lord to replace the Dragoner who was killed, unfortunately. Thank you, Complete Junior. Yeah, these ones are quite personal. They're quite nice, aren't they? What with the naming of the units and stuff. Speaking of which, sorry, if you're interested, there is a document beneath the stream. You can find it in it's like one of the tiles. It doesn't have a picture yet, sorry. It's called like Warhammer Google Sheet, which will keep track of all of the active generals and units. So if you have a unit named after you, you can have a look and see where you are in the playthrough without having to watch. You can see that to see your fate. In addition, the other tabs will contain the other playthroughs and the people who have fought and died there. Could I direct your attention to the Vampire 3rd campaign and the first original Dowie campaign? There you will find links to artwork made by Bubu Dingo for the victory pieces at the end. Therefore, if you are one of the generals or agents of the campaign, there's a good chance that you will be featured on the poster, which will be hopefully commissioned on the success of the Greenskin campaign, just as a bit of fun. Thank you, L. Shepherd. Thank you, L. Shepherd. And Faded Capricorn. Thank you, Faded Capricorn. And Bashanananas. Thank you very much, dude. That's very kind. Right. Yes, I did. Sorry, I just noticed your message, Admiral Warmdale. I don't know if you're still there. Sorry, that was like an hour and a half ago. Sorry, dude. Yes, your archers have been disbanded, but you can certainly come back. You're still around. Okay, so recruit a lord. Goblin Great Shaman. What did we lose? We lost a Goblin Great Shaman, didn't we? Thank you, Tactifool. Thank you, dude. Right, build a charismatic Goblin Great Shaman. Okay, we will recruit one.
On the way.
And then,
Fine.
thank you, Johnny Padham. Thank you very much, Johnny Padham. We'll begin his local recruitment. So let's give him 5 units of Orc Biggins. Fuck it, 6 units of Orc Biggins. And a couple of units of Trolls, but we'll expand that in a bit. Okay, so that fresh army is going to take at least 4 turns to be even halfway ready for deployment. Yes, indeed, Snake. Sorry, Snakes talks about the Vampire Victory art piece, which I think is fantastic. BB Dingo has done a wonderful job. Let me just link it here. Hang on. Vampire Campaign Victory. So I'll just link it for you for those in the chat who are curious. So that is a ballroom piece of the with the vampire generals and agents that took part in the playthrough, including Gary, the pet Vargolf, Vargolf, that we had disrespecting Vlad von Karstein in the background. So hang on, where's the one with all the names on it? Just to give you the same art if you're curious. Vampire art with names is there. I've just linked it. Thank you, Protated. Thank you, Protated. And Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, if you look at the one with the names, you will see that each of those was in fact a general or an agent. The level of detail she's provided is just staggering. For example, the fact that Bionic Babe the Bloody she's an assassin, she has a dagger. The fact that she was the right-hand agent and the closest confidant of Manfred von Karstein, she is literally on his right hand. The gesture between the two indicating trust. Vassal the Siren standing behind. The Matriarch standing in a sort of, like a distant slightly, but, still sort of overlooking what is basically the center of power on the right-hand side of closer to the viewer. Manfred von Karstein, faction leader, now very much the center of attention for for the victory ballroom because he has usurped all the power. In the distance, Vlad von Karstein, who is effectively out of the political arena, much to his wife Isabella von Carstein's disdain due to the actions of the playthrough in which Vlad behaved like a petulant child. Thank you, Steinme and Crimson. Thank you very much. Yeah, this sort of thing. Hang on. Do I have this? Can I bring this up on stream? Because I'm just describing something that maybe not all of you have actually got up. I'll remember to do that next time. I'll find where it's saved on the hard drive and I'll get it up on images for you. What else is in the picture? Yeah, like Hank Von Trapp, the vampire lady. Hank. You'll notice a bulge in places. Or the fact that Lucius the Intelligent and Sugarplum Fairy the Ruthless, the two martial generals, are guarding Von Carstein, in that they clearly see him as the center of power and not just stuff like this. She's wonderful. She's fantastic. And of course, Bew continues her running trend whenever she draws herself into an art piece of serving food. That's something she does for some reason. But yes, in both pieces, she is off serving refreshments to the people that she draws. Yeah, it's wonderful. Right, okay. Hang on a second. Yeah, her talents are completely wasted on fuckwits like us, I tell you. I have no idea. Of all the internet personalities, she gravitates towards us? You know, like Jesus Christ. I don't know. Right, so Grimgor has to maintain that siege. Did I end the turn? No. Can you see the dwarf one? Yes, it's on the other tab. Hang on. So the same with the dwarf. So you can just access it from the... So hang on, this is the dwarf one. So dwarf victory. So this was the first campaign we did. Yeah, no. Did I link the right one? Yeah, so that's the dwarven victory piece. And the generals... So the same one with all the names. There we go. Dwarven with names there we go. So yeah, then there you can see all of the thanes and the engineers and the generals all at work. Sorry, who are all in the playthrough. You'll notice on the table the tankards with the names on them are the names of the fallen dwarf lords who died during the playthrough. What else is there? You've got Edmure 4 Pints reaching for his 4th pint. You know, Nublarum the Warsmith having an argument with Dragon and the Honourable. So my most aggressive general is arguing with my calm-headed strategic general, presumably over strategy. Yeah, it's just wonderful. Just, you know, attention to detail from Bibu Dingo. Thank you, Mir Leash. Thank you very much. And of course, Bibu again serving food as she does. Yeah. Right. Okay. So now then, what's my next move? So Grimgor's waiting a turn. Fellfire is awaiting orders. I'm going to send Fellfire south to deal with the Bloody Hands, I think. Do I even need to? The Bloody Hands only have a single province here. By eliminating that province, we eliminate the Bloody Hands. Therefore, we shall do so. So we don't even need to send an army south to deal with this group, assuming they don't take over that province. We can just take over this. Fellfire, start marching towards Ekron, the capital city of the Bloody Hands. Then take it over. As for your War, yep, it's already headed off to Mount Squigorn over there to commit some raiding. Okay. I think that's it. That's all we can do for the moment. Oh, Quebec the Pooh covered. Continue moving north. I need some interesting. The Avalans. Not the Border Princes. Avaland. Aren't they the human group over here? Are they fighting a war with the Border Princes? What's the diplomatic situation with the humans? So if I win, is there going to be artwork with the orcs? I imagine so, Gusta. I hope so. Bibu is a very busy lady. I hope I can ply her with like money. Yes. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thank you, Old Burn, and also Grim Lord Zictor. Thank you kindly for the host. That's very generous. Sorry, bear with me. I've just got confused. So Avaland is this human group here. So why are they here? Have they expanded that far? I guess they have. So they're fighting the Border Princes and the Beastmen, but everyone fights the Beastmen. And the Carrick Hern. They're another faction of dwarves. Thank you, Ichigo. Thank you, man. So, what, did the Border Princes just suck? Well, I guess the Border Princes just suck. They couldn't even hold on to the border. Eastern Border Princes. They couldn't even hold on to their heartland. They've been forced all the way back here. Duh. Okay. Whoa. Okay, the Border Princes are fighting everybody. That might be why. Right, so, okay, that's just good to know. So, on our northern front, the diplomatic situation has changed, and we have new Humies over here who obviously don't like us because we are Greenskins. Thank you, Quaison and Katasuo. Thank you kindly. You think the army stays after all provinces are taken and will suffer attrition? It depends if the faction is eliminated or not. Thailand Junior? Thailand Junior. We'll see. Okay, I believe that's everything I can do. So Quebec, I'm sending. Right, so this is Karaz Akarak. It's the well, it's the home of the dwarfs. I would expect to see an army assembling here, but it's not, which suggests that maybe they've got a military force up here. We need more intel. Right. Right, one of my wars is moving north. Okay, so the garrison over at Zidak Staffing, even, has been defeated. Good, they're not taking it over. They're just raiding and getting cash. Okay. Yep, they sacked the settlement to take some wealth.
You need help.
Very good. Now, Felfire, the big general admiral, is within striking range of their capital city. The defenses are... Okay, their defenses are not insignificant. Not at all, actually. How long until this army is fully replenished? A few turns. Right, please move here and conduct raiding operations, Felfire. Right, so Felfire is now raiding and collecting 998 gold per turn. This is because I would like him to be supported by... What are you doing? You better not try and take my prize. You stay away. I mean it. So this is the top knots savage orcs to the south. I could encircle them and starve them and demand they confederate. I could Epsi, but that would take a length of time that I do not feel I have. The southern border is where my current attention is, but pretty soon the real threat will rise again from the north. The Dowie, the dwarves, the stunties. Okay, so Grimgor, please eliminate the defenders of the Dragonhorn mine. Okay, with our siege... Really? Oh, we still need one more turn. Baka. Okay. Ah, good. Hang on a second. We have access to the tech tree. Good. We finally finished building a Goblin Tinkerer thing. Excellent. So, what should we research? So, better arrow eds. Missile damage plus 10 for the Greenskin Bowman. Ammunition plus 20% for the Greenskin Bowman. Weapon strength plus 10 for the Greenskin units with spears. So better stickers, Beasts of Burden or Goblin Tinkerer. Oh no, hang on. I'm going to go with Beasts of Burden. Simply so we can access further down the tree to get to where we really would like to be, like over here. Okay, so Beasts of Burden. Docile or older boars are used to pull big carts that can be piled high with shiny stuff following a raid. Thank you, Gaming Dragon. Thank you. Okay, so that might sound simple enough, but for a greenskin, that is an innovation. The greenskins... we take a lot of things for granted as humans in this world, if we were in the Warhammer world. The greenskins are very, very basic a life form. Hardy as all hell, but their brains are very simple. The brain case of an orc has a brain the size of a nut. Even though they've got huge heads, much larger than a human. Most of it is just bone and teeth. Thank you, Draken. So just the simple, the idea of putting a boar in front of a car is revolutionary for greenskins. Yeah. But yes, indeed, they are a very rigid society where change comes slowly, if ever, and more often than not, particularly after a war, when they are routed and scatter, they will decay straight back into their primitive club-wielding nature. So progress among the greenskins is not really a thing, I would say. They are a very dead-end type race. Like, put some humans on a planet 1 million years later, and they're probably in space and colonizing other planets. Greenskins, they'll be bashing each other over the head with a rock. Still. Okay. Maybe they've invented slightly sharper rocks. Maybe. If they're particularly intelligent. Which they're not. Okay, so Grimgor's waiting. Quebec the poo cupboard. Please move over here. I need more intel. Okay. They are not as well prepared as I was expecting. So let's take over as much of this territory as we can. Grimgor needs to wait. Of the settlements that I have, the Western Badlands over here. Over at Bitterstone Mine, which I need to rename. With a pile of shinies. Okay, over at Sergei's Delve, build a greenskin fort. Yeah, why not? Build an idol at Deshinderhelm. What about 40k orcs? Same deal. Michael O'Reilly. They're not, their technology stays pretty much static. It does advance sometimes, but not by much. And the moment that orcs are broken off from the main war, they will immediately start decaying into, spears and basic bolters, really. You're not going to get like a small group of greenskins coming up with, say, like, teleporter technology. You will if they get into a big enough group. Yes, sorry, there's a slight difference. I'm not sure if it's much of a difference, forgive me, but in 40k, the greenskins have a sort of like almost like a it's not a hive mind. It's more like a communal energy effect. In that the more of them you gather in one area, the smarter they become. They start to develop things that they shouldn't, and things that shouldn't necessarily work, and things that can quite actively break the laws of physics. Put 20 orcs somewhere, sharp rocks, maybe tied to a stick. Put 2 million of them, and they're going to start building spaceships. And they're going to start roaming across the local solar system. 2 billion? Yeah, you're going to have teleportation technology and planet-destroying weapons, and, they're nasty. There was even a particular incident. I'm not going to go off on a great one. There was a particular incident when the Imperium of Man, so the humans in the 40k universe, met an orc war boss called the Beast, and it resulted in what was known as the Beast Wars. The thing that was amazing about the Beast, firstly, it wasn't one orc. It wasn't a single orc war boss. It was many. And the thing that is not really understood about the Beast is it could speak. It could speak as eloquently as any human. As just, it could express emotion. It could talk in a way that no greenskin could ever possibly do. It had control over its impulses. It was absolutely terrifying. because this single war boss was able to almost wipe out the Imperium of Man. Very nearly. Yeah, so the more greenskins you get in one area, it can get very, very bad. Very bad, like genocidal. Very bad. Yeah, anyway, so sorry, I'm getting distracted. Sorry, could you bear with me just a second? It is getting quite late and I do need to wrap this up, but I'm just going to do something. I'm going to comb my hair because it's flopping in my face and it's incredibly annoying. Ow. Oh. Oh, hang on. Hello, Lulu. You a good girl? Lulu just flopped on the sofa. Oh. Okay. Right, so I combed my hair back and I've just tightened up my headset so it doesn't keep flopping down, and hitting me in the eyes. It's at that length where it sort of like starts bending forward and then just keeps poking you in the damn eyes. Right. Let's have a look now. So I don't really have the cash to proceed. All of my generals have their orders. End the turn. I used to Rintred. I used to keep my hair very, very short. I used to just have like a two like all over pretty much like a skinhead. But I just started growing it out just out of laziness, really. And now it's really long. Need to get another haircut.
Speak quick, 'cause you caught me
Okay.
in a good mood.
Our allies would like us to join their war. What? Hang on a minute. They demand 100 gold in exchange to join the war against the dwarves. The fuck? Why weren't you already in the war against the dwarves? Yeah, we'll give you fucking just pull 100 gold out of my ass crack, for Christ's sake. We got loads. Yeah, join the fucking war. Bastards. Get in there and help. The top knots are trying to take Dragonhorn Mine. Will they join us in the attack?
What you want?
Hang on.
What a sucking it do you want?
So Grimgore. They will. Okay. I might fight this battle just for the fun of it. So we've got a large ally group. So Mash One Finger. So isn't he the faction leader of the top knots? Large group of savage orcs are about to throw themselves against the gate. Okay. So Silent Gamer says, "Why have I stopped YouTube?" I'm afraid I've stopped YouTube to become a publisher. I've become a publisher. Yes, I just love publishing things, not YouTube videos, but I just like I have a passion for publishing. Definitely. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fight this one. Might be the last fight for the evening. So it's the dwarf. Well, it's a support specialist, Drong Truai, with a basic dwarf lord, Drimzend, with his should be straightforward enough. Right, so this dwarf garrison is now about to get hit by like 2,000 greenskins. Should be simple enough. So here we are. So the savage orcs are arriving behind us. Right, yeah, we'll move out of their way. We'll go over here. You won't be needing those siege towers, boys, because we have trolls. I suppose we could just leave. Run them to the walls and then just leave them. Or use them. We'll figure it out. The immortals are not taking them, though. Hang on. Drop those. Right, so Grimgore, front and centre. Followed by Mike Hunt UK, our immortal infantry, the Black Orcs. Lyde lies there. Lemberg, Eagle Eye Swee, Aldenon, Black Orc, Kushalka. Group 1, the Assault Force. Form up behind your war boss. Finn Radolf, Group 2, the Skulkers. With Bashanas and Pizza de Pasto, Group 3, the Archers. Oh, LeBlog as well. Okay, Wicked Duck, Doom Knight Fury, and Dark Raziel, Group 4, the Trolls. So the Trolls are going to march forward. They're going to smash into the gatehouse and smash it down. These are the Black Orcs, the Immortals, Grimgor's personal bodyguard, and then the rest of the boys. Right. Oh yes, I forgot to give targets to man the towers. Let's have, we'll have the archers do it. Bashanis and Pizza de Pasta. Please be inside the tower. Dragging it along, I guess. Yes, indeed. Yep, I know about the range thing, Puddly. And also it shows you where their approximate position will be. Okay. Here we go. Hi there, Gaming Dragon. Hi there, man. Okay, so simple enough. So, trolls, get the door. Let's go. Greenskins. Get in there, please. Get the towers in there. And there. Here we go. Right, so the Dwarven garrison is firing down with their crossbow bolts. Some of the trolls might go down, but they've got very, very thick leather skin. The Savage Orcs, our allies, are arriving. Scavenging whatever they can. Bone, pieces of stone that they've sharpened up. Primitive creatures with their primitive war boss. Victory is already in our grasp. Right, the dwarves are pummeling the door. Behind the door, nobody. Well, unless we just can't see them. Ah, Blog, get your ass over here. Okay, get Grumgor right in the middle, please. You need to charge in with those trolls. Okay, the door is almost down. It's down. Pile on in quickly before they realise that they've fucked up. Everyone get in. Right, so the dwarves are going to start coming down off the walls now. Okay, archers, leave it actually. Leave it. Drop the siege equipment. Getting through the gate. Here we are, we're in. Okay, Grimgor, go straight there, please. Whoa, artillery fire. Cannons, they've got like a full line on us. Not good. They're going to start doing lots of casualties. Do we have any fast movers? Kushilka can go get him. Skulkers, go get him as fast as you can. All other greenskins just pile inside the gatehouse. The Savage Orcs are using the same entrance we just made. I don't necessarily want to go up on the walls, you see. Okay. Right. Use the wah. Oh, shame he doesn't yell it. So all of the greenskins now have a big melee buff for like 20 seconds. Ah, good. Some stunties are down. Trolls, start smashing them. Archers, feel free to get inside. Goddamn cannons. Where are my skulkers? They're still outside the walls, are they? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could just break line of sight. Alright, send half the boys. Hang on. So Aldenon, Black Orc and Kushilka, I need you to race down there and disable those cannons quickly. Go. Oh, good. Are the Savage Orc... Yeah, are the Boar Cavalry of the Savage Orcs gonna get... Nah. Okay. Grimgor, use the Helm of Discord, a magical item that will reduce the Dwarven armor and melee defense to make them much more vulnerable. Then use your Foe Seeker ability in order to increase your own vigor. The dwarves are about to panic, at least the miners are. 12 seconds until the next war. Good. Bum rush those cannons quickly. Okay, and then it's just the dwarves remaining on the walls. But we should be able to take over the center of town. Okay. Ah, the Dwarf Lord. No, that's the support specialist. He's behind the cannons. He's supporting artillery operations. Chop him up. The gatehouse fight is going well. The dwarves are breaking, I believe. The Black Orcs are in there too. Okay, cast the wall. There we go. Lots of big melee attack boosts. So far, so good. The enemy gates have been destroyed. That must be the other, yeah, the other orcs over there. Very good. Now, if we can take the central flag, yep, we're taking it. The greenskin banner is rising. Surprisingly clean and not covered in poo. Thank you, Unit Cal. Thank you very much, man. That's very kind. Yeah, they're screwed. Okay. Now that we've taken over the central courtyard, we get a big leadership bonus, so that's our morale. Thank you, Todd Margaret. Thank you very much, Todd. Okay, very good. With the green tide, please pile into the courtyard. Thank you, Chairborne Ranger. Thank you, man. Okay, so we don't even have to face the dwarves up here on their own terms, because they've lost the courtyard. So there we go. Victory points to the defenders is slowly bleeding down, and pretty soon it will be over for them. Do I find chaos hard to fight? Depends on the situation. Chaos is hard to fight. Normally takes a couple of army stacks to defeat every one of theirs, provided they don't have chaos skirmishers. Okay, the dwarves are moving a minor regiment. That is to say, a unit of miners, not like a small regiment. Maniple even, not a regiment. To move in the defense. Send all of the trolls, please. Trolls, redirect your attention. Okay, first man in is Dark Raziel there. Good luck, dwarves. You're gonna need it. Very thick hide on that. You're gonna have a hard time getting through troll armor. They also spit corrosive bile upon their enemy. The miners are massively struggling. Warboss cast the War. The unit is, yet they're losing decisively against Wicked Duck and also Dark Raziel. They're fleeing. They've panicked. There we go, it's over. The stronghold belongs to the Greenskins. Now we're going to rush through, take what we can, pull down their icons, remove the gemstones from the walls, start smelting down the gold. The big orcs will fight amongst themselves for both the living and the dead to eat. The gobos will start sneaking into the hard to reach places to try and find their own stash. All greenskins will try and hide something from their war boss and get beaten down for it. Now the killing really begins for all of the civilians inside. Okay. Very good. So, Grimgor's army, if you're just joining, my main faction leader, has successfully taken over a small village and its local garrison in the Dragonhorn mine. This was originally, Orcish territory, which the dwarves took over, and I imagine they expected to hold it for some time. However, the armies that took it over have moved to the east, where they met my other greenskin forces and were defeated, and now we are here to take this back. Not from, well, it wasn't ours originally. It was the Savage Orcs. Now it's going to be part of our territories. We'll take it over, kill all of the stunties, and take everything they brought with them. Do the Greenskins take the women dwarves? What, as in like rape and pillage? No, they don't. For they do not have penises. Instead, they will basically just eat them. Or make them serve as slave labor. Depends on the situation. Right, very good. Occupy. Grimgor is now a siege expert. He has a leadership bonus when laying sieges, and his aura size when laying sieges is larger. Okay. Very good. No penises. How do they reproduce? Basically, throughout a Greenskin's life, they are giving off spores, fungal spores that will float on the wind, be eaten by local wildlife and insects and stuff. But a lot of them will land in the ground, find crevices in the soil, in the gravel, where they will start to grow. It's a fungus. It starts to grow in the shade wherever it can find it. When an orc dies, it gives off a huge amount of fungal spores. And effectively, if left alone, the spores will start to multiply. They will start to bring forth orcish sort of creatures, like small, like squig type creatures to eat, and you know, like mushrooms and stuff like that. All very orcish, like orcish. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a self-contained ecosystem, as in creatures that feed on the mold. You know, mold for those creatures to eat. Eventually, the first, you know, as this cycle continues, the first goblin, or rather snotling, I think, will appear, who will start to tend the mushrooms. They won't understand why. They just have a drive to do so. They're compelled to do so. Over time, you'll start to see the first goblin, then lots of them, and then eventually the first green skin orc. Small at first, and then the next one, then the next one. If left alone, this basically means that this fungal situation will start to spread out of control, and you'll have a full-on orc band on your hands, in not too long. Like, if you leave an infestation alone for a few years, then the Greenskins will organize into savage orcs, and the cycle continues. You're gonna have another big raid on your hands. So, yeah, that's how they reproduce. They don't fuck. There are no female orcs. It's just they're a fungal race that exists purely to fight and to spread more of their fungus. And they like it like that. That's fine. You know, they don't have. They are completely happy with their lot in life. To be a green skin and to fight is to effectively to have found your place. If you are a green skin, you know who your leader is because they're the orc that's bigger than you. You have an ecosystem, a system of food and money, your teeth, already established by the time you are born, finger quotes. And you gain entertainment out of fighting and squig eating contests, both of which are readily available in your average greenskin camp. Therefore, greenskins live quite a happy existence. It's a violent existence, but that's normal for them. They don't know any different, and they like it that way. And they're extremely resistant to pain. So, you know, they're happy. They can't understand other races. They don't understand. You know, why do the humans not fight? Why do they build things? What's the point? You know, why do they live in these cities full of people? You know, why are they friendly to their neighbor instead of bashing him around the face with a blunt instrument and taking everything? They don't understand. They can't comprehend the way that normal civilized races behave. Anyway, so we've just taken over the Dragonhorn mine and the Bitterstone mine.
Great and powerful.
We'll move Grimgor over here to Ekrund, which is the Bloody Hand settlement, and take it over. Yeah, so far so good on this flank. The top knots. I don't want to fight these guys. I want them to confederate with me. I'll fight them if I have to, but I don't want to keep my armies occupied on this southern flank. Okay. Right, so it is already 36 minutes past midnight. I think I'm going to leave it there, to be honest. So been playing for a while. I'm gonna clock off and go to bed. Lulu's already started. She's sleeping behind me, and yeah, I'm gonna bounce. But yes, so in this stream, we've got rid of the dwarves in this area. You can't confederate with the savages. Okay. Well, if they're willing to stay in the alliance with me, I'm happy with that. Or do I need to eliminate them as part of my mass objectives? Maybe. Can't confederate with the top knots. They're savages. What's the Imperium equivalent in fantasy? Can't see them. Hang on. Can I see them? Nope, we haven't discovered them yet. They are the forces of the Empire over here, led by their Emperor, the Emperor of Man, Karl Franz, I believe is his name, or Derek for short. I don't know. He's leading the humans, the Empire, basically in a desperate last stand against every other savage. You know, the vampires to the east. The dwarves in the mountains to the south, the greenskins further south, chaos from the north. The Emperor is trying to hold it all together. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna bounce. So cheers for watching, everyone. Thank you, Candy Langer. Thank you, Candy. Give it a save. Okay. So the greenskins rise. We are steadily building up into a great green tide that shall sweep over the old world, looking for a good fight. And I'm sure after that, well, once all of our enemies have been defeated, I'm certain what will happen next. We will destroy ourselves through infighting, and the cycle continues, as is the nature of the greenskin. The total victory for the greenskins simply devolves into civil war, for with no one left to fight, the greenskins turn on themselves. Right. But anyway, at the same time though, that's kind of not bad, because so long as we don't exterminate the other mortal races, the humans and the elves, so long as there are pockets of survivors, they will be able to take over. They will, again, they will come out from the ashes and be okay. And more importantly, we should, if we get big enough, eliminate chaos, which is the grand goal of the advisor, that human advisor who's trying to sort of manipulate us into fighting chaos. The ancient enemy, the primordial annihilator of chaos, needs to be crushed, and if that means fueling the greenskins as a weapon to do it, then I guess so be it. Right, so thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Will I be around tomorrow? So I'm going off to see my nan tomorrow, just to be a good grandson. She lives up the road, and I'm going to go say hi and keep her company. So I'll be, take Lulu as well. I'll be around probably in the evening. I will be around in the evening. So I'm going to go and take a run in the morning, see my nan, and then be around, from about 6, probably 5, 6-ish. Yes, before I go, insofar as YouTube is concerned, so it's the end of the 7th week of work on Armor Bullshittery, Part 9. It's taking a long time because it's about 21 minutes long. So it's 2 bullshitteries, basically. If it takes me 4 weeks to do 10 minutes, it's 21 minutes. Ergo, I'm on the 7th week. It will need an 8th week, definitely. Yeah, that's where we are. So I'm trying, but there is just a lot there to edit. And I would turn around and promise you that the next one will be shorter, but I did that last time, and look where we are now. Yes. Right, okay. So let me have a quick look and see. Is anybody streaming this late? Yuki, Kyle, and Stealth are all playing. So Stealth is playing PUBG. Kyle is playing, Realm Royale. I don't know what that is. And Yuki is playing Wormhole War. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to hand you over to Yuki then. So ZF Yuki, and you can see how he's doing. So all the best. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely evening. And if I don't see you again this weekend, have a lovely weekend.